What's up, Totally Inspired community? Welcome to another episode of Totally Inspired with me, your girl, Dube. Oprah Winfrey turns 68 today, and what an amazing journey it's been for the Queen of Media. Despite the odds staked against her, Oprah has epitomized the true meaning of beating the odds and outdoing oneself. Before we get started, please hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and give me a huge thumbs up. Born in a rural town of Mississippi to an unmarried teenage housemaid and raised by her strict maternal grandmother in her early years, it looked as though there was no hope for her to get out of the abject poverty. "I was beaten regularly," she told David Letterman during a lecture series at Ball State University. She recalled a time that her grandmother punished her for putting her fingers in a bucket of water she had retrieved from the well. At 9 years old, she was left in the care of her 19-year-old cousin who raped her. She continued to suffer sexual abuse from other relatives, including her mother's boyfriend, until she was 13 years old when she ran away from home. At age 14, she became pregnant. The baby died shortly after birth, and she moved in with her father in Tennessee. 40 years later, she decided to give him a name, and she named her son Canaan. She revealed in one of her interviews, "I did have a son, and I named him Canaan because Canaan means new land and new life," she said. Growing up, she felt unwanted and was shuttled back and forth from her grandmother to her mother and then to her father. Even upon getting her foot into the media industry, she soon learned it's still a jungle out there when she discovered she was being paid a fraction of what her white male co-host was being paid. This does not sound like a fairy tale story of a media mogul who would go on to own a cable network and become one of America's most influential people and the first African-American billionaire, and yet it is. Oprah's father made education a high priority for Oprah. "My father turned my life around by insisting that I be more than I was," Oprah said in an interview. "His love of learning showed me the way." Sadly, Oprah is not the first or last woman to grow up under the shadow of abuse, poverty, and neglect. However, in her own words, when bad things happen, they do not happen to you, but for you. Past pains are never always how the story ends. Today, she is an unstoppable media mogul and philanthropist. Here are 10 of her endless achievements that will inspire you. The Oprah Winfrey Show is the highest-rated television program of its kind in history. She has a successful acting career and production company. Her own magazine became the most successful startup in the history of the industry. Oprah became the first African-American woman on Forbes' list of billionaires. She is one of the most influential people of her time. Oprah Winfrey had a major influence on Obama becoming American president. She opened an academy for impoverished girls in South Africa. She is one of the most generous philanthropists of the 21st century. Oprah Winfrey was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013. She has written a best-selling book titled What I Know for Sure. Happy birthday, Oprah. You are totally inspiring. May you live to impact the world, and may your legacy live beyond your years. Well, that's it for today. Do leave a birthday message for our birthday queen in the comment section. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Until next time, keep inspiring.
I'm turning 68. I can't even fathom that number, because when I was much younger, 68 felt not just old, it felt ancient. And now, this is what I know, it's just a marker, how many trips you've been around the sun, because we get to determine what that number means for each of us. So for me, as I approach yet another turn around the sun, I truly believe that many more delights are ahead, and I hope that you all feel the same. Barring major health setbacks, age is whatever number you choose to feel. Gail says she feels 45. I don't even have a number, because I just feel like now, the present moment, because that's all we ever have. The past is gone, the future's not promised to anybody, and when the future does show up, it's still going to be the now. So I celebrate, and consistently remind myself to stay in this moment, doing whatever this moment requires, giving it my full attention. And in this moment, I feel connected to the source of all things. I feel wise and peaceful and content. And yet, this moment allows me to see it's never too late to reach a new height that you never thought possible or achieve a new goal.